Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
This is night cam reporter Tim Pamplin, the Oakland County Medical Examiner, just pulling away there as the accident investigation gets underway along a treacherous stretch of I-75 in the construction zone. We'll show you why this stretch of freeway is so dangerous.
Despite not getting the green light from the governor, a popular movie theater here in Metro Detroit is going to be open this Friday night.
We're going to begin, though, with troopers opening fire on a man armed with a knife in Monroe County.
This happened on South Dixie Highway right near Dunbar Road. Jason Colthorpe is at the scene with the very latest.
Police have spent much of the evening processing the scene here on South Dixie Highway. What we know is earlier this afternoon, it was around 2 o'clock when a man with a knife was yelling at cars. Our police source says it ended up spilling into the street, and that's when MSP showed up. And shortly after, things escalated and shots were fired.
I heard a couple of pops.
After an anonymous employee at one of the dealerships lining the crime scene heard those shots Monday afternoon, he went out to see what happened.
Saw a cop car, so we walked down there. Then saw a guy laying on the ground, and they put him in an ambulance.
Surveying the scene, you can see 3 shell casings and what appears to be the sheath for the man's knife. A police source says the suspect is a white man and was reported to be acting suspiciously in the street. Police are not confirming how many times the man was shot or what led to the trooper firing at the man in the first place.
It's crazy, especially in all these times going on right now. So, yeah, it's something different. You don't see it every day.
No, you don't. The MSP's 2nd District Special Investigations Section handling this investigation, and they were very tight-lipped earlier tonight. We expect to learn a lot more tomorrow, first thing, including the condition of the man who was shot, which we don't know, but at the scene I was told at last check he was still alive. Reporting live tonight, Jason Colthorpe, Local 4.
All right, thank you, Jason. A crash shuts down both directions of I-75 tonight near 14 Mile Road.
And we are now learning a man riding a motorcycle was killed. Tim Pamplin has the night cam on the scene in Oakland County.
What you're looking at there is the medical examiner reversing down the freeway. That's indicative of what's going on here along 75 in the construction zone. When there's an emergency, there's simply nowhere to go, and it proved deadly tonight for a 24-year-old man from Warren. His motorcycle you see there being uprighted as the investigation gets underway here along 75 at 14 Mile. I'm being told the motorcyclist was approaching some slowing traffic. He didn't slow, he rear-ended one of the vehicles. He went airborne, landed in the southbound lanes. In a situation like that, well, you need medics as quick as you can. Along 75 with the 2 lanes on one side of the freeway, a contraflow system, emergency vehicles are having a tough time getting to the accidents. Ramps are closed, and along most of the 15-mile stretch of 75, there is no shoulder for the emergency vehicles to get to the scene of the accident. There were a total of 4 collisions tonight along 75, one at 8 Mile, one at 12 Mile, one up at Adams, and then this fatality here right near 14 Mile. That is the scene along 75 at 14 Mile. With a night cam, Tim Pamplin, Local 4.
Indoor movie theaters have not yet been given the green light to reopen, but Imagine Theater's Royal Oak location is opening this Friday for a Juneteenth film festival to benefit the United Negro College Fund. Mara McDonald live in Royal Oak tonight. Mara, this is strictly for the film festival, right? No other new releases.
Exactly, Devin. And this film festival will feature Black actors, writers, and directors.
It's an idea of trying to help some wonderful people in need, a great charity.
Paul Glantz is prepping to reopen his Royal Oak location this Friday for a Juneteenth film festival, with all proceeds after the royalties are paid for each of the films going to the United Negro College Fund. Ticket prices are $10, and out of that, $6.50 will be heading to the charity. The theater has been hyper-cleaned as it was before it got shut down for COVID, and social distancing will be in place.
You're going to see that, for example, there are 2 vacant chairs. These big reclining chairs are going to be 2 empty ones between you and any unrelated party. So that's first and foremost in terms of social distancing.
But while the state has signed off on outdoor theaters reopening after getting a lot of flack for keeping them closed, indoor theaters have not been allowed to reopen. Does that mean the state will move in to shut down the film festival, which is slated for Friday? We'll see.
We don't necessarily have a blessing to open necessarily, concurrently, we helped author a protocol. It's actually 27 pages of all the protocols that we're going to follow to ensure the health and safety of our guests. And it wasn't done frivolously. It was well thought through, and I believe it, in fact, will meet all the CDC guidelines. It'll ensure our guests that they're safe and healthy.
Back here live. So when could we actually see indoor theaters like Imagine open up? Glantz is hopeful that it's going to be end of June, maybe early July. He says they have a lot of new releases coming out of Hollywood in July. We're live in Royal Oak tonight. I'm Mara McDonald. Back to you.
Okay, Mara. Michigan is reporting today 74 new cases of COVID-19 along with 2 additional deaths.
Both daily numbers are the lowest in months. In fact, today's big headline, hair salons, barbershops back open for the first time since they shut down in mid-March. In Detroit, Mayor Duggan says this will be the final week of hazard pay for essential employees. And Oakland University planning on welcoming students back to campus this fall with what it's calling a reduced population.
Year for just about every business. The auto industry certainly doing its best to try to recover. Tonight, General Motors CEO Mary Barra did an expansive fireside chat with the Automotive Press Association. Our business editor Rob Maloney is an APA board member and joins us with more on what Barra had to say.
General Motors CEO Mary Barra says, yes, she figures about 3 million vehicles won't get built or sold this year, which means billions in dollars of losses for the auto industry compared to last year. That being said, she does not believe everything is bleak. There is no denying the times.
We are at a critical point for our company, the industry, for our country, and frankly, the globe. I think 2020 will go down in history as a tragic year because of the human and economic devastation of the global COVID-19 pandemic.
And decrying the horror of George Floyd's death, she's standing by her commitment to help African Americans.
We will be naming the Inclusion Advisory Board in the next couple weeks, if not sooner. I'm very pleased with how that's come together and the commitment.
She's already promised to donate $10 million for diversity causes, having already given $1 million to the NAACP. As for the car building business itself, she says she's hearing from employees that they're feeling safer now working than they do buying groceries. She expects no employee cuts in the near future and expects many office workers to be headed back to their desks before too long. As for the plants themselves,
we believe we'll be back to what we're labeling full production by the end of the month, or calling full production. Obviously, with some product lines, we're watching what market demand will be.
We didn't have an auto show this year, obviously, and Mary Barra had a lot of stuff she wanted to show us, like electric vehicles and also autonomous vehicles, some that did testing delivering food during the pandemic. But she dropped in this little kernel. They also want to talk about a convertible mid-engine Corvette. That's something a lot of people want to see. It'll happen in the days to come. In Southfield, Rod Maloney, Local 4.
Tonight, the wife of the Harper Woods mayor is apologizing to the family of Priscilla Slater following an ugly incident last week outside Harper Woods City Hall when she ripped up a protester sign.
I came here on Friday night, here in the lot, to offer my condolences to her family. I understood the sorrow they had. I was here to support them. My intention was never to be disrespectful.
Slater died last week in a holding cell. 6 department employees are now on leave in connection with her death. An autopsy is planned to determine how she died.
After years of vandalism, today Mayor Duggan ordered the statue of Christopher Columbus be removed from its perch at Jefferson and Randolph. Columbus has been in downtown Detroit now for 110 years, but Columbus is increasingly viewed as a controversial figure for his mistreatment and enslavement of natives. Most recently, members of the city council called for the statue's removal. That was back in 2017. Well, during his briefing today, the mayor explained why now is the right time.
When I looked at some of the violence around the country, and in particular, you got people with arms gathering around a Columbus statue in Philadelphia, arguing with other people. And I said, we just don't need this. We should have a conversation as a community as to what is the appropriate place for such a statue.
Statue will now be placed in storage as the city decides what to do with it long term.
Coming up tomorrow, we expect to learn whether the Shelby Township Police Chief will keep his job. Earlier this month, Chief Robert Shelby was placed on paid leave due to inflammatory comments he made on social media about people who were protesting George Floyd's death. He has since apologized for those comments. Well, today a small crowd gathered outside the police station to call for his firing. Shelby has been Shelby Township's police chief since 2015.
Nice cool night across Metro Detroit, but Ben is tracking some big changes coming our way. Hey, Ben.
Yeah, Devin and Sandra, we've got summer officially getting underway on Saturday, and by the time we get there, there will be no doubt about it that the solstice is here. We'll check it out for you next.
All right, Ben, but first, it's a big problem right now for homeowners living along the water, and many think it's only going to get worse. What they're doing to try to fight the record high lake levels next.